There. That's the one. Dun-dun-dun. So, here we are again. 3 to 5 a.m. fun time with the DreadHeaded stranger. I've been discussing nutrition with a friend lately, and she's a vegan, and is headed towards a more extreme version of veganism, which we should all be headed in that direction. I studied nutrition throughout my life. I've studied the production of food. It's probably one of the things that's closest to my heart. And I just want to babble about it for a second before I play out a song. Organic, local, sustainable, biodynamic, incorporates all of those. As vegan as is practical. This is what I want to talk about. And like I said, it's like I actually have a big part of me that is very anti-vegan. Because all of the preachy cunts who are living off fucking like slave-produced cacao and corn chips that were harvested by Mexicans that were paid 15 cents a fucking hour. Corn. Rather, you know what I mean? Like, it's a bigger picture, and we should all be seeing these animals as our brethren, as our family. How you gonna eat a caged animal and not become how you gonna eat a caged and abused animal and not become a caged and abused animal? That said, I like telling this story. I love cows more than any other animal. I'm Taurus. And I've gone through stages of veganism, vegetarianism, all sort of stuff. I was vegetarian when I moved to Iquitos. You can't be vegetarian in Iquitos for reasons I might go into in a second. So I began to follow the ways that the locals, natives, eat. By the time I got to Urubamba, I did the same thing. And here's the thing. I lived on a mountain, and my only real neighbors were, cows and cornfields. And I ended up with special permission to ride my motorcycle up into this nature reserve that was really just the property of the local community. And because of this, I have spent countless hours of my life just talking to cows. I started eating beef again only under the condition that it was a local community cow that lived on my mountain. It had a happy life in this wonderful, idyllic nature preserve. It was respected, and then they killed it in a merciful, respectful way. And when I asked the cow, it said that it had incarnated as a life of service. That's literally what it chose to do with its life, because that was how these communities survive. We as Westerners get so locked into the luxury of being able to eat however we damn well choose that we forget that some cultures would not survive without fish, would not survive without the ways that they've been taught to produce food. I could kind of babble into even okay, so if ideally I was going to eat meat anywhere between once or twice a month to a handful of times per year, I would still be highly attentive to how that meat lived, where it came from, how it died. And which particular animal it was. Pigs are some of the smartest creatures on the planet. You can use their heart valves in our heart valves because their DNA is very similar to ours. How you gonna eat your own brother? Really? Yeah. How many Texans live off bacon and look like fat fucking pigs? So there's that. That's the only point I wanted to make. That said, to me, and like I said, these videos are planting seeds out in the cosmos in a very specific time window, because this is how I create my reality. To me, heaven on earth is living on a biodynamic farm in a community that feels like home. And I don't know, I finally made it to Ireland a few months ago and it feels like home. Gotta get home, there's a garden to tend on. Leaves on the ground and the birds have all moved back into hang on. That's why. Let's do it. I gotta get home, there's a garden to tend on. Leaves on the ground and the birds have all moved back into my attic. Whistling static and young learn to fly, patch up all the holes again. See, I can't believe that my lime tree is dead. Well, I thought he was sleeping, but I guess he got fed up with not being fed. You would be too. The food in my belly, and I hope that my time isn't soon. So I try to understand what I can hold in my hand, and whatever I find, I'll find my way back to you. So if you try to find it too, well, this place is overgrown, it's waxing moon. They say home is wherever we are, if there's love there too. But in the back of our house there's a trail that don't end. Walking so far that I grew back in. Now there is no trail at all, and the grass has grown tall. Time to get out my machete and battle with time once again. And I'm bound to lose, because I'll be damned if time don't win. So I try to understand what I can hold in my hands, and whatever I find my way back to you. If you try to find it too, the place is overgrown, it's a waxing moon. I say home is wherever we are, if home is wherever we are, if there is love there too. Get home, there's a garden to tend. All the fruits on the ground buried and begin their own family trees. Teach them thank you and please as they spread their own roots, and then watch the young fruits grow again. This old trail will take us right back to where we began, like in the Garden of Eden. I try to understand what I can hold in my hand, and whatever I find, I will find my way back to you. You try to find it too. And the place is overgrown, it's a waxing moon. I said home is wherever we are. Me and my sheets too. So, one more bit of thing. I sang that song for many years, and throughout my life, I have just gravitated towards playing love songs. I mean, it's just my thing. It's what I do. If you want to see love, then be love. That said, love's a confusing topic. Don't you think? In the first period of time, I would sing that chorus, and I would think of my partner. And shit happens, and life happens, and then I would think of it while dreaming up my new partner. Then I realized that the healthiest thing that I could do was to really just think about the creature that loves me the most. But finally, throughout our lives, we become different versions of ourselves, and it's almost like we have our highest good that maybe exists somewhere else, projecting its consciousness down into this dimension, and that flow of energy is blocked by all sorts of shit, by our fears, our karmas, the negativity that we consume in the form of chemicals and meats and just the way we live, the things we consume through our mouths, our eyes, our ears, our nose, our fingers, our minds, all of that, right? This Babylon system has intentionally been created to obscure who we are from ourselves. If you could remember your divinity, you wouldn't be able to be controlled like a slave. We remove these blocks by removing the blocks. And my point is that home is what the world feels like once we have removed enough of the blocks for that version of ourself to exist in this world. Everything exists in all available worlds. But which reality are we pulling ourselves into? That's the thing. Like, there's a lot of shit on this planet that makes me sad. There's a lot of shit that I can't do fuck all about. But to focus on it, to get sucked into it, is just to allow it to draw you into its world. I don't know about y'all, but I'm the creator of my own reality. And, I don't know. That's why I'm gonna put these videos out. That's why I try to plant these seeds and just like help to expose the truth. And I ain't talking about blah 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 QAnon bullshit. You know what I mean? The truth is, I do anything I want to, and you can too. Amen.